Hey guys, look what I got. That's right guys, I just got the new E-flite P-47 Thunderbolt, aka the Jug. Not only is this the latest plane from Horizon Hobby in E-flite, it also comes with working flaps and retracts installed. So let's quit wasting time, let's open this up and check it out. Here's what it looks like inside the box. As you can see, it's packaged up all nice and neatly. So this is what we have outside of the box. It was pretty tough to get everything into the frame, so I'm going to go over each part and piece individually. Fortunately, there aren't that many parts and pieces, so this shouldn't take very long to do. First up, we've got the four-bladed prop. You'll notice over there that it comes with the two-bladed prop. And that's what's attached. Comes off easy. Swap this on. It's a very simple process. I will show that to you here shortly. Up next, we've got these parts and pieces. Some of these I recognize, some of them I don't. Of course, we got our bind plug. We've got the pieces of tape to affix the horizontal stabilizer to the back of the fuse over there. And then we've got the screws to attach the main wing to the bottom of the fuselage. But we also have some plastic pieces in here. One's a longer one, one is a shorter one. Here shortly I'm going to look in the owner's manual and see if I can figure out what this is, and I will report back. I've got great news guys, especially for those of you who like the bellyland planes. I read in the manual that these are basically skid plates for when you bellyland that plane. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put them on. I may or may not test out the belly landing capability of this plane. I really enjoy belly landing my Wildcat, but you know what? This thing has retracts, all that stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route, but we'll see. Alright, so here is the horizontal stabilizer. It is our traditional style. For those of you who are new to this, basically all you do, take that off, find the hole. It's a little bit more challenging through the camera. It's kind of like in the dark, haha. And put it together on the fuse back there. Use the tape that I showed you in the bag down there. Stick it on and you're good to go. So this is the main wing. As you can see, at least hopefully you can see, this has a nice finish on it. The Dallas Doll P-51 Mustang, complete with flaps and retracts just like this. It's the aileron. Here's the flap. Here are the retracts, as well as guns. This thing is really nice. It's pretty much the only complaint I had with the Dallas Doll P-51 was the paint finish, and the fact that mine and John's are both pretty dinged up. Of course, a few little dings here and there, but overall the finishing work is so much better than the last one. So now we've got the fuselage of this P-47, and it looks pretty awesome. I was not able to own a Park Zone P-47, which is basically the version 2, or version 1 of this. This is the version 2 of this plane. So I'm excited that I can participate with this one. I know a lot of you guys are going to want to compare this to the Dallas Doll, which is why I've mentioned it already. One of the other changes, other than the beautiful finish work on this thing, is the hatch is different. It's a lot like the Corsair version 2. You've got this tape here to pull off, and I did it off camera, and that magnet is damn strong, so be aware of that. Don't try and pull on this. I gave it a little tug to kind of test it, and doesn't seem like this is on there extremely secure. And yes, it was a stupid thing for me to do to even attempt to pull on that, even with just a slight amount of pressure. But you know what? I'm experimenting. I kind of break the ground for you guys a bit, so I found that out for you. And yeah, you see that? Damn. Took some pressure to get that off there. And here's what it looks like. Inside of the fuse, you've got our receiver right there. We've got the battery bay up front, it appears, which is similar to our Park Zone stuff in the past. So I just noticed one potential area that could create some issues. This guy is where I've got to send some wires through, and it is quite small. So I'm sure I'm able to do it. If I've got to make that hole a little bit bigger, I'll do it. But that's one thing to be aware of. Otherwise, it looks like a really simple and straightforward build. And I'm going to get that started right now. Hey guys, I'm happy to report that this plane was not very difficult to build at all. Of course, there are always little things that come up here and there, but really, all in all, very straightforward. Just follow what the manual says and you're good to go. Really, it didn't take very long and it was quite easy. So, now that we have the plane built, we are going to do a couple tests. First, let's do some control surface tests. That includes the ailerons. Those will be at first. Nice long throws there. Then let's do the elevator. If I could go straight up and down and not activate the ailerons, that would probably be awesome. Okay, let's activate the rudder. Oh yeah, and this is all in high rates. I haven't dumbed anything down at all, which I will do. But I'm not flying it just yet, so let's give this a motor test. That sounds not so good to me. Yeah, that sounds like it's rubbing on something. Let me check that out. In fact, I'm going to take this opportunity to put the scale prop on, because that's what I'm going to fly on the maiden flight with it anyway, so I'll be right back. Ah, that looks much better. Let's see if it sounds better. No, that still sounds weird. Yep, I hear a little friction going on in there, and that's not at all how it is with my Dallas Doll, which I actually just tested a minute ago in the other room. Well, while we've got this bound, let's at least check the flaps and retracts. Here we are in the full flaps down position. Half flaps. No flaps. Half flaps. Full flaps. Let's take a look at the retracts now. Pretty fast. Seems to be no issues here. Awesome. Okay, so I am not going to fly this plane until I speak with Horizon Hobby about that motor. That may be par for the course, may not be. I'm not going to risk it, especially with this plane. A little quick overview of my take on this plane. Sans the motor situation. It's a beautiful plane. The finish is great. It's nice to have two different props to be able to use for this plane. I would have preferred that they shipped it with the scale one on there, but really it's easy to take off. Just take a little screwdriver, put it through the hole, turn it, bust it loose, you're good to go. So this concludes the unboxing and review for this plane. Like, comment, and subscribe. Flight videos are forthcoming with this and many other planes. I've got a bunch of good stuff in the pipeline, guys.